This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Barker versus Davis. You all have been married for 6 years, and you actually dated for 20 years before that.
Yes, sir.
So you've been together a total of 26 years.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you have 5 kids together.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Barker, why have you brought your husband to court today?
I believe that my husband is cheating. I have my divorce papers.
I'm not
If
cheating.
I find out that he's cheating, I'm leaving him.
Wait, so you already have your divorce papers drawn up?
I'm ready, yes.
You're ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not cheating.
If it comes out that he's cheating, the papers get filed.
I'm leaving him.
You're gone.
Gone. I'm fed up. I am tired.
You have hit the wall.
Hit the wall.
I haven't been cheating, and I love her. And we don't have to get a divorce. We can work this out. It's a misunderstanding somewhere. I love her.
There is a misunderstanding, but I want to make sure you understand this. She's got divorce papers in hand.
Yes, sir.
You realize what's on the line here today.
Yes, Your Honor.
A quarter century of life together.
My life with her, our life together.
And you say you have been faithful.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
He's lying.
I'm a good man. I take care of my family, and I take care of her.
How are you living? What's it like in your home right now?
We don't even sleep together.
How long has that been going
I sleep
on?
in the bed, he sleeps on the couch, or he sleeps on the couch. I sleeps in the bed. I don't want him touching me.
How long have you not wanted your husband not to touch
It's
you?
probably been about 6 good months, 6 months, maybe a year.
6 long months.
He don't come home at night.
So is it safe to say the passion of your marriage is gone?
It's gone.
It's not
It's
gone.
gone.
The
So
passion's
in my
not
heart, it's gone.
All right, so when you say the passion is gone, there was a point you had passion.
A lot of it.
What was it like when you all were in love and passionate about each
It
other?
was great. Everything was great. We would do things together. He would bring me gifts home. He would wine and dine me. He would always tell me he loved me, how beautiful I am. I don't get that no more, Your Honor. I don't get that no more. It's changed. It ain't the same.
So what did you love about him?
I loved everything about him. When we first met, I met Bernard at a club. I brought him home with me, and he never left. He stayed. He's been with me ever since. To be honest, he's been with me ever since.
What club is that? Where you go and find them and they don't, they just in there.
Yeah, you go to a club and you find somebody, and 26 years later,
It
you're
was
still
like
with
a
them.
little
Right.
club we had met up in, and I brought him home, and we've been together ever since. It was good, you know, in the beginning.
I love you. I love her. Your
He
Honor.
don't love me. I don't
love
feel
her,
loved.
You say I don't come home? I want to come home to nagging. Who wants to come home to nagging? I want to come home to being loved.
Well, maybe I wouldn't nag if he come home. He don't come home.
All right, so we got a circle going. You don't
He
want to
don't
come
come home.
and when you come home, you're nagging.
He came in one morning, Your Honor. I was so upset and so mad. He had came in, jumped straight in the shower. I go to the shower. He got a big passion mark on the brighter side of his neck.
She did the passion mark.
And that's
Your
what he
Honor.
said. Your Honor, I don't suck around his neck, Your Honor.
So you're talking about he had a
hickey.
A hickey.
Yes,
On
Your
his
Honor.
neck.
Yes.
And you say you didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Well,
All
who
right.
else did it?
Mr. Davis?
Who else did it, Your Honor?
That's what we're asking you.
So I'm trying to find out.
The
Yeah.
only one that
You
I'm
tell
loving.
us who did it.
She the only one that I'm loving in my heart. I am her husband. It says follow lead. She's not following my lead. She's going past me, disrespecting me, doing what
Why
she
would I
wanna do.
follow his lead when I done caught this man in the bed with my family member?
Misunderstanding again.
Your Honor, please let me tell my story. So we get into an argument. Instead of us putting hands, I like to take a walk and walk it off, you know? So I take a walk, I stay gone for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I come back after calming down. I go to my bedroom to see where Mr. Davis was. I check in my kids' room. Mr. Davis is in my kids' bed with my family member in his boxers, Your Honor.
So
He tells me that
Hold on, Miss Barker.
hold on,
Miss Barker, hold on. Mr. Davis, you shaking your head no. Did you have sexual relations with one of your wife's family members?
No, sir. Honestly, no, sir. So
how did this happen?
Working third shift. That morning, was cleaning up in the kids' room, just cleaning up, getting all the toys up. In some kind of way, I dozed off and I woke up and she was under me.
Wait a minute, under you?
But when I woke up, Miss Barker came in the room going crazy on us, and I just woke up out of my sleep. I didn't even know what was happening.
So wait, no, hold on, please,
Go
please,
ahead.
When you say up under you, what is that?
Beside, under, beside each other. Just she was there.
Was she laying in your arm?
No, she was laying beside.
Your Honor, she was up under him.
Okay, what did you see?
He told me that. He said he fell asleep, and when he woke up, she was there.
Okay, and he had on his clothes.
Some sexy little bitty pajama pants and a sexy little spaghetti shirt.
Oh, wait, hold on.
He's in his boxers, Your Honor. I went crazy.
And what did you say?
When I said I destroyed. Put her out, tried to put him out, but he wouldn't leave. I just lost it, Your Honor. I lost it.
You didn't even hear his explanation?
No.
I didn't have time to hear it because I lost it.
Hold on.
No.
Did you ever ask your family member about this?
So listen, I have a cousin that passed away. Rest in peace. Before she passed away, she told me that the other had explained to her that she felt so bad because she had slept with my kid's father before he was my husband. He was my kid's father.
And that was her dying declaration.
So, Your Honor, please listen to me, Your Honor. After I married this man, this when it all comes out that they did have intimate sex, and he keep lying to me though, like I ain't have sex with her. I haven't had sex with her. We didn't do anything, but I seen it for my own eyes.
All right, hold on. Was it that one time that they got together?
I believe it was more, Your Honor.
You just
when
don't
we
know.
have family functions and stuff, they real friendly. He made a statement to her. When is you gonna make me some more of that good tuna fish?
Are we talking about the thing in the can? We still talking about the stuff in the can, right?
That ain't the tuna I'm talking about, but that's the tuna he loving. That's the tuna he loving. I can't get over it, Your Honor. I need to know.
So this instance with the family member, it was before your wedding.
Right.
Do you still believe he's cheating now?
I still believe he's cheating, Your Honor.
Okay, so why do you think he's cheating now?
Okay, so one morning, Bernard did not come home. I ended up going to Bernard's mother's house. That's always his excuse. I was at my mother's house. But I had already been at your mother's house, baby, since 4 o'clock that morning waiting. Wow. You wasn't there, he wasn't there. Something say, walk down the street. I walked down the street, here come Mr. Davis coming up another little street, coming on around the corner. I say, Mr. Davis, where you been at? He said, I was locked up, I had been in jail. I said, you're lying, I done called them people all night.
Were you in jail?
No.
Okay, where were you?
The casino.
Okay, so you were at the casino until 6 a.m.?
Yes, that was my thing. When we argue and we get into a rebel, I'm leaving. I'm staying out. I don't want to deal with it. It's bad.
So, Miss Barker, you have brought a witness.
Yes.
Would the witness come to the podium, please? Would you please state your name for the court?
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Alexis Lewis.
So what do you know about this relationship?
I just know that Tandra goes above and beyond as a wife, period.
And do you believe that Mr. Davis is cheating?
Yes, I seen Mr. Davis at one of the local strip clubs. I went out with one of my friends one night. I look up and I see Mr. Davis and one of the strippers going to the bathroom, Your Honor.
She's lying again.
In the bathroom, Your Honor.
And she wasn't just going at the same time, he was going back there.
I mean, he a man and she a woman, so it ain't
They actually went in together?
They was together like hand in hand, like.
So it wasn't just they were walking, they were holding hands.
Yes, ma'am, and they went into the restroom.
Did you see how long they stayed?
They stayed in the restroom for about, I know it was a long time because like 6 songs went by, so probably like 30 minutes. It was probably at least 30 minutes, Your Honor.
If, you know, I gotta ask you, I got my home girl, we like this. I would expect her to knock on that bathroom door and say, "What's up?" Or be at the bathroom door and be like, "Dude,
See, the thing with
tell me you knocked on the door and said, what's up?"
No,
Right.
no, I didn't, Your Honor. When I got home that night, you better believe I woke her up and addressed her about that, what I seen that night.
Thank you for your testimony. You can have a seat.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Davis, were you at the strip club?
No, sir.
So you were not at the strip club?
No, sir.
All right.
I don't know why she would say that. Unless she was trying to get with me or make something happen. What you think? I mean, I'm honest. There's a reason for everything.
All right, well, Mr. Davis, let me say this. After you've already been accused of being with your wife's family member, I'm not sure you want to use as a defense that your wife's friend wants to get with you also.
That's right.
I don't think you want to go there.
That's right. That's right,
But, Your Honor,
That's
the big picture is I'm telling the truth.
He's lying, Your Honor.
You're telling the truth.
That's the big picture.
But here's the thing. Your wife is absolutely not buying it.
She's not.
thing.
She's
I'm
not.
ready.
And we don't deserve to get divorced for a misunderstanding.
All
I
right.
took a lie detector.
Miss Barker, Mr. Davis.
Yes.
We're getting ready to find out if it's a misunderstanding.
And then could I ask
No.
you? Your Honor, she don't have my last name.
Quiet. This court is getting ready to find out if it is a misunderstanding.
Yes, ma'am.
In order to get to the bottom of this, the court has engaged the services of a licensed private investigator, Mark Henry. Ron, would you please escort him in?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Henry.
How are you, sir?
Good day, Your Honors.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
You had a member of your team give Mr. Davis a polygraph exam, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Davis was asked a series of questions, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Mr. Davis was asked, since August 2011, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response to that question?
His response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
But I want him, Your Honor.
Ms. Barker?
I'm just done with I'm done with the marriage. It's over. I'm done with it. It's over.
Truth.
26 years is a long time.
I'm done.
That ain't the truth. I love you, baby.
I'm hurting so bad. I'm done.
Mr. Davis.
I knew he was cheating.
Hold on. Mr. Davis,
Yes.
you say you love her.
Yes.
The lie detector indicates that you are being deceptive.
But I wasn't. I'm serious. I wasn't.
Here's the thing. You're in court today
Yes.
because your wife, this woman you say you love,
Yes.
believes that you're cheating.
Oh, I haven't. I haven't cheated on her.
Mr. Davis was asked, have you had sexual intercourse with any of your wife's family members? What was his response?
His answer was no. The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
Mr. Davis, you shaking your head no.
Ms. Barker,
No, sir.
what's going through your mind right now?
I'm just ready to go file my papers. I'm done. It's over.
Stop crying.
Okay.
It's over.
Well, this is a 26-year relationship.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the line here. There's 5 kids involved. You all have this history, marriage. You know, I think this is one that we want to talk about a little more in chambers.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask you to come back to chambers, and court is adjourned.
Yes.
Ms. Barker, Mr. Davis,
Yes.
we thought it was important because of your history. We know what having that history is and how important it is. And we don't want you all to throw that away unless you really, really, really think about this. And we want to try to talk to you and let you know some insight from our standpoint about how you can save your relationship.
Here's the deal. There's no love without forgiveness.
Honestly, I didn't have sex on it. I didn't.
And honestly, I don't believe you. So
Okay.
I'm leaving you.
If you're going to rebuild this trust, you've got to stop finding yourself in positions where it looks like you're doing something you're not doing.
This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Knowlton versus Knowlton. You've been married 3 years, been together 9 years. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why have you brought your husband here today?
Because I believe that he's cheating on me.
Why do you believe that he's cheating on you?
Because of the text messages that I found in his phone.
All right. Mr. Knowlton,
Yes,
why
Your
are you here?
I'm here today to prove to her that none of that stuff ain't happened, to save my family and my marriage, Your Honor.
Okay. So are you cheating on her?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
You're not cheating
Not at
on her?
all, Your Honor.
And you're here to prove that today
Prove
to
it
her?
today, yes, sir.
Okay, so your relationship, what's the status now?
Our relationship right now is down the hill because he's been disrespectful to me. You know, he done called me fat. You know.
Your Honor.
Hold up.
Your Honor.
He called you fat?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, he did.
All right.
Your Honor.
That is
Listen.
low. That's low.
Let me speak, Your Honor. What she's saying is true. I did call her that, but due to the fact that she tried to belittle me, because I'm in.
All right, let me just
I'm
tell
saying,
you.
I'm talking about she called me broke. She called me dumb. I ain't gonna never be nothing.
Mr. Knowlton, I am a fluffy girl. You don't do that to women.
I want to apologize to you. I'm sorry for saying that to you, too.
You just don't do that. Now, here's the same to you. You should be his cheerleader when nobody else is his cheerleader. In order to make it work, you have to be his safe place. And if you are calling him a nothing and broke and this and that, well, you know, he's gonna act that way. What you say matters. It really does. And that whole notion of sticks and stones won't break my bones, but words will never harm me, they do harm you. They hurt.
Yes.
Your Honor, yes, I understand. Your Honor, I tried to be on his squad, but he kicked me off it.
Well, you were on this squad at one point, right?
Yes, Your
Yeah, so
Honor.
take me back then. What was it like being on this squad at first?
How'd you get on the squad?
Yeah.
Well, I met him at his grandmother's home through a friend. And when I first seen him, I was like, ooh, he look good. You know, like, you know. He came around the corner, you know, with his shirt off. I was like, woo.
Oh, look at that.
You know, so my friend had
swollen.
told him what I said. So he was like, oh, okay. So when it was time for us to leave, he came running out the door. He almost slid down the hill. He was like, hey. You know, he was like, you know, I think you look good or whatever. And I was like, okay. And so he was like, can I get your number? I gave him my number. He called me. We started, you know, kicking it real cool and stuff. And then I want to say about a week later, we were downstairs in my house and he was telling me that he loved me. I said, love me? Love me?
So you said it first.
Your Honor, it was like that, but it went no week later. The night I came to her house, I never left.
Oh, Your Honor.
Dang.
It was a week later.
You were in love right then.
I've been there since 2008.
I sense a great deal of passion. I mean, I'm looking at that, and you are like, yeah, I was grooving, that's sweet. But that passion has led to this passionate, intense anger. I mean, when you were talking about how she talks about you, and you were talking about how he talked about you, and you filed for divorce, it has reached that point.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's like a back and forth game, like who can belittle each other the most, and I always end up the one going out the door. You know, getting kicked out, and I don't want to keep doing that. You know, call children and see this stuff, and I'm a real man. I love my kids. I took on her kids before I took on to her.
So tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
He tried to mess with a family member of mine. He sent her a message, and she revealed the message to me. He put in the message that how he wanted to have oral sex with her. He put in the message how every time she comes to our house, how he fantasizes about her.
how bad he wants her, and when I go to work to come over to the house.
So he's inviting your relative to your house to be with him when you're at work?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Knowlton,
Yes, sir.
did you send these text messages?
No, Your Honor, I did not. I have not seen no proof whatsoever happened.
But did you
Period.
send them?
No, sir, not at all.
You deny that you sent these text messages.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, he's telling the lie.
So why would her family member make this up?
I don't even know, Your Honor, what's going on or why her family member would tell her that, but when I asked to bring everybody to the table and show me the text message and bring your family member, where they at? Ain't nobody show up.
And then what really hurt me, Your Honor, about it was that he don't even talk to me like that. The things that he put in the message was like so provocative. It was like, I was like, ooh, I was hot. You know, it turned me on, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, this is my husband, but he's telling somebody, another woman this. It hurt me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh.
How long ago were those text messages
Your
from
Honor.
your family member?
That was May of 2016.
And you believe since May of 2016, he has been cheating?
Yes, Your Honor, I feel like he has because he's been coming in late. He'll tell me, okay, I'm finna go to the studio, and he'll be gone for like hours. It's been going on for like 2 to 3 weeks, you know, back to back, back to back. And I ain't heard nothing yet from him. I ain't heard a line, a beat, a boo-da-bop, bop, bop, boo, boo. I ain't heard nothing, Your Honor.
So he's going to the studio, and you're not seeing any product?
I ain't heard nothing, not nothing.
What time is he going to the studio?
He goes about 12:30, 1 o'clock.
In the morning?
Mm-hmm, yes, Your Honor.
Listen, Your Honor,
Yes.
I have...
All right, please,
I was
Mr. Knowlton.
waiting on her to come with that because I have plenty of proof. I even have provided a song for her today.
I showed you this.
If it's okay with y'all, Your Honor, man.
Drop that
All right,
beat.
Quick,
Drop
man,
that
boy.
beat.
It's like this. I'm trying to keep it real with you, share this my loyalty. Can't nobody love you like I do, and I'm honest, see? Beautiful face, you make me love when I see you, girl. You make me smile when I see them little girls. My world, my life is for you, and then I love it. All I want you to do, believe me and trust me. And when we get up out of here, gonna be love making. For real, I love you.
And Your Honor, you can take that kindergarten rhyme somewhere else because it ain't gonna work here. Because like I said, he been coming in late, going out late. He basically doing whatever he want in this marriage.
Well,
All right,
Ms.
so-
Doe, let me ask this, because, I mean, musicians keep late hours. I mean, everybody knows that.
Yes.
Why is his more suspicious than anybody else's?
You know, he blocked me on Facebook, okay? You see, he not telling everything.
Wait, you blocked your wife on
I
Facebook?
block her, my family, and her family too.
Yeah, but this is a relationship where you've got trust issues, and when you start blocking folks and hiding folks, that sends up a red flag.
But you and I aren't friends on social media either.
Yeah, but we've been together 35 years. I hope we built up some trust.
That's true.
Okay,
That's true.
all right.
That's true.
All right.
So it's
that's the difference. That's apples and oranges. Right now, we're talking about you blocked your wife on Facebook.
Yes, Your Honor, I have very good reason for that, Your Honor.
all right.
Okay, I want to hear
Okay.
this.
The reason why I blocked my wife from Facebook, she done it to me 30 times.
No,
Now
he
she-
blocked me, Your
now
Honor,
she
because
so-called
he
fine.
blocked me because he was doing dirt, and I had to go through all his friends and look up under the comments. There was one girl that, you know, stood out to me. And she looked like kind of like RuPaul a little bit, like, you know. So I was like, you know, but them be the ones. So I hit it. Boom, there go his message right there. I said,
And what did the message say?
I got proof right here.
Ron, would you please?
Right
get
here.
that? Here's a question.
Thank you.
Why did you send a text message to this woman on
Your Honor, to be
Facebook?
honest, after all this stuff we had been through, I had a lot going on my mind. I had a lot going on. I don't know what she doing over there at her place of residence because she would not respond to me. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So,
No, Your
Okay,
Honor,
let me
he
read
just a
this.
manipulator.
Lady post says she's starting work somewhere, and your response is, I need to come fill out an app. That's round the corner from me. I get to work and see you, and then you got $ ching ching. You wrote that?
yeah, I said, honor.
So what you talking about? I get to work and see you.
It was a mistake what I made, but I never acted on it, you know.
Okay, but
I
do
never
you
acted on
understand when she sees things
Yeah,
like
ma'am,
this, why she doesn't trust you?
it. Yes, ma'am.
I was like, you're a dog. You're a dog. You're a nasty dog.
Do you have any other reason to believe he's cheating?
Right now.
Not wanting to, you know, sleep in the bed with me. You know, he sleeps on the couch.
So you believe that he no longer wants to be intimate with you because he's got other women?
Yes, he has other women, and on top of that, you know, with the porn, he loves to watch porn.
Your Honor, I had been begging. I don't know begging my wife for sex. Your Honor,
Is that true?
No,
and so
Your Honor,
that gonna send a man this
no.
way and that. Oh, Lord have mercy.
No, it's not. Who wants to live with somebody who calling you fat and ugly? I'm not finna give you my body and my soul and all of that, and you calling me fat and ugly?
Well, sometimes when a woman is going through a situation like this, she needs to hear advice from someone who has similar experiences. And so this court would like to call Malaysia Pargo, who appears on VH1's Basketball Wives of LA. Ron, would you please escort her into the courtroom?
Bring up there.
Hi, how are you?
Pargo, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You have been very open about infidelity issues in your life.
I have.
Could you share with the court and with our litigant some of the things, warning signs that you noted when you were having those experiences?
Well, what I experience is my husband and I, we grew up together. And when the patterns change, like when you notice that the connection changed, then there's something off. That's when we automatically think that it's another woman. So I understand where you're coming from.
Did you ever search through your spouse's phone?
I actually did. And that was my breaking point. It was like, what is this? Who is that? What? Oh, hell no.
Okay, so for a woman like Ms. Knowlton who suspects her husband has not been faithful to her, what advice would you give her?
Focus on yourself. I hear a lot of, like, you're damaged because of his words. Well, my grandma always told me, she said, if you tell yourself that you're beautiful, you're smart, and you can conquer the world, you can do everything through the higher power, you don't have to worry about someone else breaking you down. So when he say certain things where, you know, you want to agree with them, and if you agree with him, work on it. But if you don't, you say, I like me the way I am, and if you're my husband, you're gonna love that too.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Yeah.
So,
Ms. Knowlton, are you connecting with what Ms. Pargo's talking about?
I am, yes, Your Honor. I'm beginning to see it from a different point of view as far as with myself. Maybe I need to reevaluate myself and see if this is something that, you know, I really want to continue with him and, you know, really figure out with myself, who am I?
So, Mr. Knowlton, you stand by the fact that you are not cheating?
Yes, Your Honor. I stand by that fact. I stand by that fact. I know it's true. I have not had physical contact with no woman but my wife.
And Ms. Knowlton, you're convinced that he is cheating?
Yes, Your Honor, he's cheating. I'm very convinced.
Well, you prove?
To get to the bottom of this, the court has engaged the services of licensed private investigator Todd Redding. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Redding into the courtroom?
Your Honor. You stand right over here.
How are you, Mr. Redding?
Fine, Your Honor.
Mr. Redding, would you explain to the court the techniques that you used in today's case?
Yes, Your Honor. I had a colleague of mine perform a polygraph examination on the litigant.
All right.
And I have the results right here.
All right.
All right, so in this polygraph examination, Mr. Knowlton was asked some questions. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. The first question that Mr. Knowlton was asked was, have you ever sent sexual text messages to your wife's family member? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, his response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector examination determined that he was being deceptive.
He's a liar.
No, Your Honor.
He's a liar.
You still maintain you did not do that?
I still maintain it, sir. God know, and God know, I did not.
All right, there's another question. Mr. Knowlton was asked, since being married to Mrs. Knowlton, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, his response to that question was also no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector examination determined that he was again deceptive.
Oh, Your Honor.
This is your chance to come clean.
I'm being honest, Your Honor. I have not had a relationship physically with another woman besides my wife.
I'm through.
You hear her saying she's through. This
I'm
is your
through.
last chance to save this.
But I want you to believe me, baby. I'm
through.
being honest
I'm through with you.
Your Honor, I've titled this case Massive Deception.
Wow.
He's lying and he's a manipulator, and I'm tired and I'm done.
Tell him exactly what you're feeling right now.
I feel like you portrayed not just me, but your children, our marriage, everything, and I'm done. I'm done.
I'm sorry, baby.
I gave this man 9 years of my life. And I already didn't feel good about myself. So when I met him, it made me feel like I was on top of the world because he made me feel like that at the beginning. And I understand that people go through things and all of that, but when you try to break me as a woman, that's my cue to go.
It's my understanding Ms. Pargo would like to share something.
Do you think that if you guys went to counseling, you can make it work? I mean, because that is one of the things that I wish I would have done, is step back and go to counseling between the both of us, because right now to this day, we still very much love each other. So before you walk away, make sure that you do not love him no more.
And let me just say this to you. Mr. Cutler and me have been together 35 years. A marriage and a family is sacred. And you should just throw it away because you're mad or you're hurt. So I would encourage you both to take advantage of the resources that this court has for counseling and try to move that ball forward. No one wants to see a family destroyed. By the same token, if you can't work it out, you should get counseling for that so you can move together and co-parent well together.
As we say in this courtroom, please don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a good relationship. Court is adjourned.